and we'll have to apply it. So watch this, guys. So we'll go in here. Actually, just go ahead and load it in. And now we have a really cool Power BI dashboard. We're going to take a look at how to use Cursor to create Power BI dashboards. So first off, we want to save our Power BI file. I'm just using the standard data set, so the sample data set that comes with the Power BI, and I loaded that in. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just take this and we're going to save as, and we're going to save it as a PBIP file. So we'll just save it in my downloads folder real quick. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to save this as test cursor. And we're going to flip this over from PBIX to PBIP. That's the entire project file. So it has all the code for that Power BI file. It can also be used for version control, but we're not going to be doing that today. So I'm just going to save that real quick. And then what we're going to do is we're going to point cursor to that file. So what we do in cursor is we can go over here, right? And I'm going to put it inside a folder so that we can get this. We click open folder, first tutorial one. And that gives access to the entire file. And we're going to turn it on the highest level. So maybe we can do like Opus 5.8, or we can try this new. Now let's do Opus, and we'll have to see what it can do real quick and see what it makes for us. So we'll say create a professional dashboard from these Power BI files. I will then open the files. And then we're just going to let it run. That's all I needed in there. It's going to explore that data set, explore, and then we're just going to run that real quick. So it's now pointed to those files, and it's going to go ahead and run against that. And once it finishes, we should have a nice Power BI dashboard. And you can see it says the Power BI project PIP was submitted on report. Let me explore the structure. It's going to go through all that. And it can see the data set. It can see everything in this file. You can kind of see just the power of being able to utilize Cursor for getting a good start or prototype dashboard in place, and being able to create some cool things using Cursor. So it's going in. It's one of the best AI models. And we're just using the power of that to create some cool stuff. Now we're going to take a look at it a little bit further and see if it actually did anything for us. So I'll go back to that first tutorial folder, and we'll see it right here. And I want to see if it's actually done what we want it to do. So we're going to reopen that file. So close your old Power BI file, then reopen it. And we'll see if it did anything. Now what it's going to do, it's going to say, okay, this has been updated, and we'll have to apply it. So watch this, guys. So we'll go in here. Actually, just go ahead and load it in. And now we have a really cool Power BI dashboard. Just from using Cursor, we can make those edits. We can do some analysis, and it did all this stuff for us. And I got to be honest with you guys, this is absolutely amazing. I think this is such a game changer. People will be able to create dashboards just by talking now. And I don't know what's going to happen with the whole data thing, but I was able to do this literally in 5 minutes with a Cursor. Like, that's incredible. Just the amount of prototyping you can do very quickly. And then it all works. Like it works. Like it's working. So I think that's the amazing thing. Now keep in mind, I'm using a very clean data set. I'm using the sample data set. Of course, in the real world, you're going to have to like really clean the data and do some things to make it work. But once you have that data cleaned, I think you're going to get some good results here. Like there's some things that are just absolutely amazing. Create a major dashboard in 5 minutes with Cursor and Power BI. What an amazing thing.